Preventative measurer. Face masks, hygiene, and precautions. If you are traveling to any of these affected regions, then it is important to do whatever you can to protect yourself. The best preventative measures and precautions fall into a few categories. These are hygiene, useful tools, general health hygiene tips. The first and most important measure to take in order to reduce the likelihood of contracting novel coronavirus is to simply practice the best hygiene possible. That means you should always wash your hands before touching your face, wash your food thoroughly before eating, avoid touching other surfaces. The other tip is to avoid spaces where the illness is likely to travel rapidly. A good example of this would be a crowded train or elevator. Here, you will be in close proximity to many other people that could be carrying the disease, in a contained environment. This makes it potentially very easy for the virus to spread via airborne droplets. Where possible, avoid densely crowded areas that are sealed closed. Wearing gloves may also help to prevent the spread of illness to some degree, as it prevents the virus from landing on your skin and then being transferred to the face that way. Be careful about the food you eat and for preference choose to buy sealed food items from larger stores. Useful tools. Another consideration is the role of a face mask. This is a breathing mask that you wear over the mouth and the nose in order to filter air and thereby prevent the spread of disease. These masks actually serve two purposes. Not only do they prevent the wearer from contracting the virus, but they also help to prevent them from spreading it. This works because the mask contains the droplets that they may propel when sneezing or coughing. So do they actually work? The good news is that they do appear to be effective based on studies. In one study, it was found that those who used the masks correctly were actually 80% less likely to contract flu. Seeing as the coronavirus appears to travel in the same manner as the flu, this makes it likely that the mask would prove similarly beneficial. This, of course, works by preventing the droplets of moisture from reaching your mouth or nose where they could cause an infection. Because they are not airtight, for obvious reasons, this will not have a 100% success rate but should be effective enough to make a significant improvement. Likewise, wearing shades could even be useful, seeing as contact with the eyes can also lead to the condition spreading. Vitamins, minerals, and how to improve your immunity. While there is no vaccination against coronavirus, generally improving your health and immunity is a way to protect against all diseases. Have you ever had the flu and noticed that your wife and children usually get it too? But every now and then, one of you manages to coast through completely fine. This is because that person has a stronger immune system at that time, or they have encountered that specific mutation of the virus before. This is what we ideally want to try and emulate when traveling and when being exposed to the virus, and so with that in mind, here are some ways to keep yourself safe and healthy. Nutrition. The first and most important thing you can do is to make sure you are eating a balanced and nutritious diet. Avoid empty calories that don't provide any vitamins and minerals, and instead try to get as much colorful fruit and vegetables on your plate as possible. The most important nutrients to seek out in particular include vitamin C, a powerful antioxidant that is known to support immunity, vitamin A, vitamin E, and selenium. Selenium is useful for preventing the overactivity of the immune system, which can lead to inflammation and other similar issues. Antioxidants are substances that combat the action of free radicals in the body, and these can otherwise damage cells and tax the immunity. It's also important to eat plenty of fiber, fermented foods, and yogurts. These contain live cultures of healthy bacteria that help to strengthen the body's immunity. That's because friendly bacteria in the stomach and gut can actually help to destroy harmful bacteria that otherwise wreak havoc on the immune system. Getting a wide variety of different natural foods is the very best thing you can do for a healthy microbiome. Lifestyle factors. Another thing to consider is the importance of spending time outside. Sunlight encourages the body to produce vitamin D, which has recently been shown by studies to actually be more important than vitamin C for strengthening immunity. Fresh air and cold exposure is also beneficial. Not only does fresh air help to clear out the lungs, but being cold can actually help to train the immune system so that it is capable of working harder and doing its job better. Other things can also affect your immunity. Did you know, for example, that flossing your teeth can make you less likely to contract a wide range of illnesses? This is because our mouths are constantly bombarded by bacteria, which leaves us susceptible to other problems. When the mouth is clean, that problem disappears. But the most important lifestyle factors of all are to A. Avoid stress and B. Get lots of sleep. When we are stressed or sleep deprived, this causes the body to suppress immune activity, leaving us open to attack. When we are rested both mentally and physically, we go into those battles with a full tank of fuel behind us.